All right, so we're here at a park. It's not Huntsville, doesn't really matter, but the worst part of the park is it's 78 degrees. It's been literally freezing every night. Very unlike Houston. But now that it's 78 and it's between Christmas and New Year's, everybody's apparently outside, and I thought, oh, it's a nice weekday. No one's going to be... Oh, I was wrong. So, you know, there's like 5 cars in front of me. You can see one back here, and we got a Chatty Cathy on our hand, where this person has been here for 2-3 minutes chatting with the clerk. And it's like, if you want to do Chatty Cathy hour, you know, can you just like park and then, you know, like walk in there and do Chatty Cathy stuff? It's absolutely inexcusable that people are, and this happens at the state parks too. Now sometimes they have like, what do you call? Okay, now the bitch is now, the wife is now outside of the car. They're both smiling. They're kind of laughing in the front. I don't know if it's the actual driver and visitor being Chatty Cathy, or what's going on with the person in the booth. But at least at the state parks, if there's large demand, they generally have 2 booths. And this system came into practice at the state parks like 10 years ago. This is not a state park, it's the city of Houston. It's their biggest park. It used to be a state, but 10 years ago, they had a nice system where you would just wave your money, they'd take it, they'd have even people come out, and it would go quick. And let's automate everything. And it's just gotten slower. This car has been now 3... You know, it's just unbearable, you know. But yeah, about 10 years ago, the state parks switched to a digitized system, and it just made everything slow because you have to check people in, you have to type it in. The Chatty Cathy hour with the visitor of, hey, you know, let me tell you the story of the park starting from the 1600s. It's like, no, okay, they got their map, okay. It's like, how about if it takes more than 10 seconds to hand over the goddamn money, because they don't have passes here, then you're just going to have to park and then walk in and do Chatty Cathy with the person. With it. But I think there's only one person. Okay, this is very quick here. The money's already been handed over. And this truck, I don't know how much Chatty Cathy they're going to be doing here. Hopefully not much. Changes coming back. Map. I don't even need a map. Watch how pros do it. See, that was quick. Hi, I don't need a map. Thank you, though.
Wonderful. You have a great day.
All right, thank you very much. Bye-bye. That is how you do it. We can measure that. That was literally like 3 seconds. That's how you do it. You don't do Chatty Cathy of, well, do you have a map? How about, what's a good place to go in the park? Everywhere. It's a fucking park. Oh my God. That took literally 3 seconds. That was even faster than the Dodge in front of us. Okay? I don't need a map. Here's the money, bitch. And just throw quarters in her face next time. I do have dollar bills up in here in the, I don't know, not glove compartment, but I keep a couple bucks just for this park here, you know? And tolls don't need quarters anymore. I don't know the last time I need to do quarters, but, or just throw rolls of pennies at her, like bound up. I think it's what, 50 pennies? That's $1. There's 4 more coming. Yeah. You know, and if you hit her, then I don't know, you get like a stuffed animal or something. I might be confusing things, but it's a dirt road. So, anyways, right, and it is amazing though. Like 3 days ago, it was like 20 degrees overnight, and now it's literally 78. I'm gonna be sweating today. So, anyways, that's our fun little content. Again, you saw how quickly this can be done. You know, when you're not doing Chatty Cathy and you're just throwing the money at her and you're saying, no map, I gotta go, then it happens very quickly. Literally 3 seconds. Now, another reason I want to come out here, and maybe not today, because I was going to snoop. You know, they actually have A-frame cabins you can rent here. They also have very glamping, which is a word that should never be used. But they have these very nice, like not A-frames, but they have something nicer than that along the lake here. They built an artificial lake. In fact, you know what? I'm going to go see if we can take a look at it right now, because we have plenty of time here. The nightfall is later. Is this where those things are? Let me see here. All right, this is actually, yes. Yeah, we'll get out of the car. We'll do a nice walk around. Oh boy. Uh-oh, there's some campers here. We don't want to run over these people. Hi. Let's see. I want to go to a little thing here that doesn't have people in it. I don't want to be shot. That is something I want to avoid. So this is, uh-oh. There are no cars here, but I see some children's bicycles. So I think there's no cars here, but there might be people camping out here. So I'm building the anticipation. This is the cinematography. And I also can't flip the camera because the holder is, right. You know what, I should just park the car somewhere on the road here and not worry about, Jesus Christ. You know, the state parks at least have a thing that says reserved or something. And then you know if you're walking into somebody's place or something. I'm not gonna walk too close, you know, but let's do it this way. All right, nice seamless transition from car. Okay, actually not so seamless, forgot to, yep. All right, let's see. All right, nice and quick. Let's not press any buttons, there we go. Oh, that's falling off. Why is that falling off? It's, oh my God. It's like doing this thing. Anyways, we don't have time to adjust. I just want to show what I want to look at later. You know, I don't think anyone's here. We can just, you know, plausibly walk in between these two buildings. Right? These kind of things, you can rent these out for like $150. It's like, $150? Are you fucking kidding me? But the reason I want to take a look at these is, again, I hope there's no one here. It doesn't look like these are occupied. You know what? Let's go in between. We're just walking through. This is no man's land over here. We're just walking out to the lake. Yeah, no one is here. There might be some people over there, right? But you see these? You see that? The reason I want to take a look at these, oh, there's some rocking chairs, you know? Okay, the biking thing is there, okay. And the reason I want to do that, again, I don't think anyone is, there's some people over there. I don't think there's anyone over here. But the reason I actually might want to come out here and rent one of these is this looks pretty big, but it's not that big, right? And it's kind of dreary here because there aren't that many woods, and this is an artificial lake, so you kind of can tell that it's like, they kind of planned it and whatever. But in terms of just the sort of aesthetic, in terms of the kind of tiny house or small house concept, you know, it's not a shitty cabin in the middle of nowhere type thing. It's not the Unabomber's shack, right? It's a little bit more, again, let's just do it this way, right? It's not huge, but it seems adequate. You know, it seems adequate. Again, I don't want to go in there and snoop around too much. But the point is, they don't have pictures on the website. You might be like, just look at the website. There's like one outside picture and that's it. I might search Flickr or something for the place name here and then see if anybody took any pictures inside, but I just haven't seen it. Plus, I want to experience it. You know, come out on a relatively weekday where there's not too many people here. See, let's just do it this way, right? And, you know, how small is small? Because because, you know what? I was going to do a video today about what I need in a house. You know, and just my general thoughts. Let's do all of this in one seamless thing. All right? Let's drive to the actual parking lot for the trail. And there we go. Because I brought a piece of paper for my notes. So we're going to be driving, doing this. And, you know, here's some basic principles. I've probably mentioned these before. Is there a clip we can put this into? Or just like a... Nah. Okay, that sort of works for now. So, let's do it this way. See, like this? I have my notes here, and then maybe my third eye will be looking at the road. Son of a bitch, get in there. My teleprompter. So, so the point is that, see, nice and fast. Let's do a wheel. Let's do a donut here. Can we do a donut? Not quite. So anyways, the point is, so what exactly do I need in a house? You know, it's disappointing that a lot of houses are way too big. You have too many rooms. The living room is giant. It opens to everything. And it's like, I don't need a dance hall here. How the fuck am I getting out of here? Is this a loop? Whatever. Who cares? The point is, you know, the houses are generally too big. Even the one I have is like 1,700. I was going to do this video downstairs, you know, in the new floor area. There's 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, a little common area, and it's like, that's more than enough for me. There's no kitchen down there, but you could, right? So, and that's like a little under 500 square feet down there. It's like, that would be more than enough. But how exactly is enough? Is it, right? So I thought, well, downstairs, I don't like the fact that it's a small little tub. You don't lose that much square footage if you have like a super oversized tub in there, right? Like if you think about it, let's say a bathtub is, I did look this up, let's say it's 36 inches across, 40 inches width. So that's 3 feet, 4 feet. Super wide would be 4, really. I don't think they make too many of those. But let's just say 4 feet. And instead of the 5 feet, you have a 6 feet one. So 6 minus 5 is 1 extra foot long. And then the width of it is like 3/4, so that's 3/4 square feet. That's it. You're not losing much by putting a giant tub in there. So I do like my big tub. I do like soaking in it. It's great. It's fun. And yeah, we're here. So that's basically it, right? Is I need a big tub, right? I also don't like, in a lot of the small houses or big houses, there's no dedicated little office nook or a little office area where I need less than oh, there's a lot of people here. The trails are pretty good because fat people don't like waddling that much down to the lake here. There's too many people here, let's just say, for a Wednesday. Are you fucking kidding me? Just go. I want to park back here. Now there's a guy on a bicycle. Oh boy, all right. But there's no office space. It's like, I don't know, is everyone just on their laptop and that's it? I need something a little more. I need a printer area, right? And if you have a living room, it's like, oh, you put a printer in a living room. Like, can't I just have a small little space for an office? You know? That's not like randomly in the middle of the living room that you don't really even need that much, right? Just a little nook, just a little place to put a printer, a couple office things. I mean, maybe more than, right, okay, whatever. A bedroom, okay? So small but separate office. Let's see, kitchen, we'll do that next, but cozy bedroom. All right, a cozy bedroom. We need a cozy bedroom. The one I have now with the cathedral ceilings, it's like 12, 13 square foot ceilings. Of course, instead of spending the money on that, instead of designing that, how about you design one that's quiet and I don't hear the goddamn leaf blowers from it, you know? But it's also just the size of it is too big. I want a cozy, lofty cave idea that feels like a nice little cozy thing than some big-ass ballroom with 12-foot ceilings. Like, who likes that in a bedroom? It's just so big, you know? A living room, yes, and we'll get to that, but maybe not today. But the point is, I want a cozy. And I was thinking, the office I have with the windows on 3 sides functionally, what if you had like a loft above it, right? So you had either a little staircase or some kind of stairs that you go above it. And you can still see out. That still has glass around it. Maybe it's only 5 foot tall, so you kind of crawl up there. You can't even stand up there because it's a bed. You should be standing there, but it's cozy. You have nice drapes. You can close the whole thing off, but you have glass everywhere. So you could just, if it's raining, or you could see the great view, right? And then it's like, I don't need that much. I mean, again, just a nice 10-foot office, right? Maybe 9, 10, doesn't have to be super. And then you just have a nice cozy little thing there. Or if it's a sloped thing, like right now, the office is sloped, right? So you have a sloped office, so you have less space here, but you could still have a loft above it, and then it's even cozy. I don't know. Lots of ideas, but you could even put a little bed above the office, right? Pretty good, right? And then you don't have, the square footage is the same functionally, right? You might count it as extra, but in terms of the house itself, you have a nice 9-foot, 10-foot office, nice and big, and then you have a cozy little area above it that you can crawl into. And again, surrounded by all glass so you could see out, right? Pretty cool, right? So anyways, let me prep this stuff for the second time we're getting out of the car here. And we'll be making our journey to the Lake Isabel, I think it's called. All right. So that's really it. The office could be just or the office could have a little bed loft right above it. And it's not one of those open, super open ones. It's still kind of cavey, cozy, you know? Anyways, that's a thought. In fact, let me get my tripod selfie stick. In fact, let me try to twist. See, this is twisting around. Oh, I see what's going on here. Let's twist it back. Let's not break it. Okay. Right. So that's basically it, is I could have, oh boy, and now this is acting up. Well, okay. We got to tighten these. Yeah, I've been using this quite a lot, so it's been needing a tightening, I guess. Okay. All right. So, and again, I'm talking 100 square foot office. The one I have now is what, 90? Oh, it's kind of windy. Oh, well. I hope it's not too noisy, but that's what we got, so. There we go. All right. So yeah, even here, like, you know, you can see, this is Wednesday. Come on, this is a lot of people. But again, it's been really cold, and I think people are just ready to go outside a little bit more. Plus, it's between Christmas and New Year's, so I think people just took the week off, I guess, you know. But yeah, there's a little wading river here where people wade in it. It's probably still too cold to do that, but I'm sure people will find a way to be loud and obnoxious and play their Bluetooth speakers or something. But thankfully, once we're past that, it's nice and quiet. Because I was going to go to Huntsville today, but I on the online reservation system, you can see that it was filled up a lot more than usual. You know, I'm like, oh boy, there's like 100 cars there. Seems like everyone's there, and everyone's here too. This is, for often I have been here, you know, when I'm honestly the only person here. Like, there's no other car here. I love those days. But anyways, so we're just gonna do this. So let's continue this, right? Office, small but cozy, or small but separate. Cozy, small but cozy bedroom, or even just loft above it. So it's a cozy little cave, and you don't need an extra thing. It's just above it. You know, you have this little tower, maybe on the corner of the house, with glass on, right? So you can see out from your cozy bedroom. That's pretty cool. You know, kind of snuggle corner. And, right. Let's see here. A full kitchen, yes, yes, yes. Are people quiet today here? Are they not playing music? Well, let's check it out. This is pretty cool. Kind of scenic stuff here. But let's see, full kitchen, meaning a big fridge, not even, right, normal, I mean, I don't know, big, but normal sized fridge or whatever. Where is everyone? There's some kids playing by the river here, but, well, people are tolerable today. There's all these cars here, but, you know, there's all these cars here, and yet, see, look at that. You can hear some kids down here, that's it. You know. Oh. So anyways, that's surprising because looking at all the cars here, where are the people? I hope they're not. Yeah, no, people are too fat to be hiking that way. It's 3 miles there and back. It's 3 miles. No, it's what do you call it? 9 miles total. So it's actually 3 hours. Yeah, it's a nice. It's also great because once you're walking down there, you're committed. There's no turning back. Okay. It's a nice long 3 hour plus hike, you know, especially if you're sitting around or whatever, but that's fine. So a full kitchen, meaning, you know, range, just like we have now. I actually looked at it, the kind of U-shaped design I have right now. That's actually pretty good. You could probably center the range so you don't have that weird issue with the pull-out drawer hitting the range, because nobody bothered to think of that. But that's it. I mean, you have that little table that's built in with the stool, that sort of bar area type deal. That's pretty good. I don't even need a table. And that kitchen is about 120 square feet. So we got office 100, full kitchen 120. The loft is above it, so that doesn't really add anything, at least to the, you know, the whatever. Right? Okay, what else do you need? Maybe, right? So it's like, okay, that's really it. You need a place to sleep above the office. You need the office, okay. Maybe a little multi-purpose living room / dining area in case, you know, I'm no longer a hermit or something. But even that, I thought there could be a deck right outside the kitchen, because I do like grilling, and it's kind of annoying to have to go to the front, go down the stairs a little bit, go out to the deck, right? So if you had a barbecue grill right outside the kitchen, okay, you could have a little summer thing, maybe even cover it a little bit, so if it rains, you can still be out there. You know, you're not, yeah, the rain's not going to chase you indoors. So cover it a little bit. That's it, I guess. Okay, children screaming. That's fun. You know. But kitchen, right, okay, yeah. Deck close to kitchen, right? You can go out there, maybe cover it a little bit. Maybe have a little area where you can sit out there. Oh, plus the pool, we discussed that, but we don't want to discuss that now, right? And that's really it. I guess you could have a little common area. We're talking about 300-400 square feet indoor space at most, right? Maybe add a little annex area, you know, extra bedroom. Oh, the bath. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, with a big, that's another 100, you know. Okay, a big tub. You need a toilet, right? Okay, that's it. You could have a guest bedroom. You can have a guest bathroom just in case. Anyway, it's good to have, you know, multiple. That's it. So bathroom's about 100. Kitchen's a little more than 100. Office 100. 400 plus maybe another 100 for a guest bedroom bathroom. We're talking 500 most. You don't, right, just like the downstairs area. It's like how you arrange it, you know, blah, 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 but you don't need more than that. I don't need more than that. So, you know, once you kind of, I mean, part of it is you look at the house plans that, like, literally, I think it's houseplans.com or net or something, and you try to narrow it down to that 500 square foot size. And, you know, they get a lot of things right, but some of it is they skimp on the kitchen. So it's like, okay, I mean, it's not a full kitchen. Why is everything got to be smaller, right? Here's some hikers. You know, you don't need everything that much, that smaller, right? And let's go to the river bottom here. And, ooh, it stinks. You know, but you have, this is pretty neat. You know, it's pretty quiet for all of the fact that everyone's here. Because sometimes in the summers, people are waiting even here. You know, let's see how cold it is. I'm sure it's still cold from, because it's not going to heat up that quickly. You know, oh boy, could be one of those quicksand situations again. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty chilly. I don't know how cold it is, but yeah. So, what's my point? Full kitchen, right. Yeah, a lot of the small ones just kind of miniaturize everything, and it's like, no, you can have a full bathroom that has a nice huge tub in it, because that adds 4 square feet, as we discussed. So you're not going to be winning anything on that. Okay, number one. Number two, a full kitchen doesn't add that much more, right? Especially if you design the eating area to be sort of part of the kitchen, like a bar type situation. You can sit on a stool like what I have now. That's very practical. You know, in fact, the one I have now, you could make it a little bigger and then it would seat 4 people. Well, there you go. You don't need anything else. Yeah. But they do skimp on the kitchens a lot, you know? So again, I think you could easily do it with 4, especially 500 feet. Maybe even add an extra bedroom for storage or whatever else, and a small little 30, 40, 50 square foot bathroom. That might only have a shower or something, right? But it's and again, once you look at it that way, I mean, it sucks that even all the house plans just don't have anything like this. Is it that unique to say, I don't want a massive house, but I want I want a full kitchen, a big bathtub? Has no one thought of that? Apparently not. But here we are, thinking of it. And, you know, once you think of it that way, it's a lot cheaper to build 500 square feet than 2,000, you know? Right? I mean, I looked up the cost. It's 100 to 200 per square feet. So what, 50 grand? I mean, maybe you soup it up, you know, you add all the, okay, fine, you insulate it better. Okay. It's under 100 grand. Well, plus pool, plus land, okay, it gets up there, but it doesn't seem that insurmountable, you know? And that's kind of hopeful, right? It's like, it's not that hard. It sort of sucks that you can't even find a house plan. You have to commission an architect to do it. You just hand all the specs to him and say, no, it's got to have a big bathtub. Got to have, right? Ooh. See? It's a ribbon snake. They're friendly. They're like ribbons. Look at that. You know what? These guys I know are not venomous, so I don't want to molest them too much, but oh wow. He's going away. That's fine. I thought I could hold him. Some of these snakes are surprisingly docile sometimes. The green tree snakes that you sometimes have, they're kind of smooth. You know, sometimes they just like retardedly let you hold them. It's like, how do you survive? You know? So, I mean, that's basically it. It's 400 or 500 square feet. Very small. And what's also, what's also pretty decent about 400 or 500 square feet, is the heating costs less. Plus, if you think about it and say, okay, let's have good windows, you know, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, or well, it would be a lot more isolated than the noisy suburbs. But even then, you know, it's kind of nice to bank on insulation for energy efficiency and also noise, right? At the very least, even if it's loud outside for whatever reason, which it shouldn't be, you know. But if it is, you can always at least escape indoors. Because the hell of the suburbs is you can't go indoors because it's going to be loud there too, most likely. It's loud outdoors. You walk a mile over, then it's loud for some other reason. It's just you cannot escape, you know. It's just torture, you know. It's nice to be out here, though. All right, this is where it splits to the Ameritrail. Yeah, people are just doing the short loop here, so that's good. I suspect there's going to be very few people, maybe some people on a bicycle. Ooh, oh my goodness. I swear to God, I have one of these at home. I might put this in my collection. So broken glass, but look at this. Well, I don't take broken glass home, but yeah, it's broken. But look at this. 10 fluid ounces, no deposit. It's kind of has these dots on it, you know. Let's see here. I have one of these. I found something very similar to this in Memorial Park like 5 years ago. And I think it's like 7.5 ounces, and it looked like a really old-timey bottle. I tried looking it up, but I couldn't find exactly what it was. It wasn't branded like, yeah, like this one isn't branded either. Anyways, what's my point? How are we going to finish this one off? So, full kit. Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Is, you know, yeah, the energy costs are much better if you have a smaller house, obviously. I mean, I don't know if it's a direct linear multiplier of 1,500 is 3 times as much as 500. It could not, maybe it's not as if, but it still is massive savings, you know. In long term, it's easier to see, oh, okay, well, I don't have to spend as much on the upkeep. You know, like with renovating this house, it's kind of funny that I'm renovating all the downstairs now, and I don't really live down there, right? It'll be a little more convenient to be able to live down there if we're doing the upstairs. But, I mean, it just seems like such a big fucking waste. But again, even as I was looking for houses, you couldn't really buy anything that was smaller, you know? And of course, it's the same loudness issue and everything else. So I'm glad I'm finally at a point where I'm just so tired of this usual boring cookie cutter suburb bullshit. You know? And, yeah, I guess that's it for now. I don't really have much to add to this, you know? I think I had a nice little talk through here. I thought I was going to do just a short video about how people are slow in front of me in line, but here we are, doing the quota of going through the list I was going to do anyways. And, office. Yeah, that's it, you know. Office, again, I see so many of these house designs where it's like, for people who work from home or LARP and pretend to work from home, you know, where do you put a computer? Is there an office area? You could repurpose a bedroom as that, but it's just not the same. And especially if you have a small house, where's the office area, right? I don't know. And I don't want to put in a bedroom because I don't like to hear the machine whirring, and I don't think that's a good sort of thing. Separate beds, again, doesn't have to be huge. Separate bed is good. Separate, small. So loft, yeah. Office, loft above it. Ah, that looks awesome. And again, it's a loft that looks out, so you have at least 180 degrees of glass where you can just look out and just like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So let's see, okay, yep, office, that, kitchen somewhere, a full kitchen. a deck outside, maybe a covered area so you can sit out there. Barbecue's close if you want to cook. You can go inside, outside, because you know a lot of these bigger houses have these summer kitchens, and it's like, okay, so now you're running 2 kitchens. Like, that's crazy too. You know, oh, I forgot this thing, and okay, right? So that's not going to work. Yeah, a deck covered so you can use it in the rain. You know, and hell, you know, you could buy a heater. I mean, it's not like it gets that cold here, except for the last few days, but you could buy a little heater. That probably works outside, right? The restaurants have those. You know, again, small little deck off the kitchen. The pool's somewhere there, but you know, I don't want to get into that because that, again, we talked about that. That's necessary, but we're just talking about the house itself. Okay. Yeah, cozy bay. Okay. Again, maybe an extra guest bedroom storage thing, small little extra bathroom, and again, even there, it's like, okay, that's an extra 100 square feet. That's it. So we're done. We're done. Yeah, that's good. It's good. Yeah.